What's up? It's Mike Shower, the founder of Swipe.co, back with another issue of Funnel University. So for those who are unfamiliar with who I am, you may have heard Russell talk about my site, Swipe.co. Russell and I connected because for a while now, what I've been doing is basically funnel hacking the biggest marketers and advertisers online and sharing my findings with others, except I put a lot of focus on breaking down the psychology of the copywriting. And I don't just analyze funnels, I also post legendary print ads, direct mail, and all kinds of awesome marketing examples. And I'll give you some information later to connect more with me. But I have some amazing findings to share with you this month, so let's get right to it. This month, we're going to be checking out 3 successful funnels that have these 4 things in common. So number 1, they all start with a free plus shipping offer for a physical product. 2, the first upsell offers another free but more premium item. However, you must join their monthly association to get it. That's why this month I called the issue the association funnel, because all of these funnels have an upsell for an association. And I'll get more into that. Number 3, after the first upsell, they offer you additional physical items. And number 4, the traffic to these funnels is coming from ads, primarily Facebook ads, as well as their own related blogs. So they have their own site network, their own blog network that then leads you to these funnels. Little background story. All 3 of these funnels are owned by well-known marketer Ryan Deiss and his company Digital Marketer. So in 2012, he decided to venture into other niches than internet marketing, which he's been known for. That he started in I think 1999, like the late 90s is when he first got into internet marketing. And the branch off into other niches all started with survivallife.com, which became a multi-million-dollar company in just a few years after he started it. However, he ventured into at least a dozen other niches, and what you're going to see this month is what he stuck with. What sites out of those dozen or so that he started did he continue with? And here's where it gets interesting. For almost every one of his niches, Ryan Deiss decided to create an association, and in fact, he was so into creating associations that he created an association management company. However, that actually no longer exists. He dropped a lot of the associations, and he's only sticking with 3 right now, which are the ones we're going to take a look at. 2 of them are extremely similar in terms of their audience and advertising, whereas the last one we're going to look at is a polar opposite. It's in a polar opposite niche and mostly just coasting on organic traffic right now. So before we get into the actual funnels, I first wanted to talk about why would you create an association, right? Well, I came up with 3 things. 1, authority. If you're creating an association around a specific niche industry topic, you will automatically be looked at as an authority for whatever that association is about. 2, belonging and identity. So people are going to feel more of a part of an association than a business or membership. They're going to feel more like family. And because of that, number 3, they're going to make for more responsive buyers, right? Because you're building a following. This is what Russell talks about, building a following. So the same people are going to stick with you and they're going to continue to buy from you versus just having customers that buy and then leave. Okay, so the first funnel that we're going to take a look at is for Survival Life. And Survival Life is Ryan Deiss's most profitable company outside of Digital Marketer. This is the first big one that he started in another niche, and it's still the highest performer for him. So in Survival Life, something that they've been doing for 5+ years now, their go-to strategy has been to create free plus shipping offers and then create a bunch of upsells, on the back end. Now, their free plus shipping offers are always physical items because these are survivalists that are, their main audience. And so survivalists like tools, and they look Survival Life looks for cheap tools that they can give away for free plus shipping. That seem like they have a lot of value. And this is an example of that. This is actually based on my research and what I've seen over the years. This is their #1 free plus shipping item. It's a Everstrike match. And this ad right here, this isn't a video ad. I'm going to show you a video ad after this. I like the video one better because it shows you a demonstration of how to use it. But there's 4 things I want to point out in this ad. #1, they tell you the value. So if you're getting it for free and you know it's $14.95, that seems like a really good deal. 2, big focus on free. So free is capitalized here, it's in green here, it's capitalized down here. 3, they have how many spots are available, right? So a little bit of scarcity there. And 4, become a gear tester, all right? So it's not like you have to buy something. Great legendary copywriter Eugene Schwartz, he said, never ever ever sell something, always ask them to try it, right? And that's kind of what they're following here. It's a lot softer, and it's a good strategy to have. So you're going to see this pattern in the other funnels we're going to look at as well. And here's the video ad from them that I was talking about. Play it quickly, and you can see how they demonstrate the product. And there's no better form of proof than demonstration, right? Otherwise, they have pretty much the same copy, and you can see how much ad engagement they have here. And this was just posted 2 weeks ago, so very impressive. Once you click on the ad, this is the page you're taken to right here. Pretty short, simple page. 3 call to action buttons. They like to use these buttons that move. They're usually green. Feature benefits here. I like the headline. Notice how it has the world's most. I always like to try to create a positioning statement, a headline that has something like this in the beginning, because it makes you think about how is my product the best in the world at something. That automatically positions you as #1, and that's how you want to think. So the world's most, the best on the planet, fill in the blank. And they have good product images. Even though they don't have a video, which I think it would work well if they had a demonstration video like in the last ad we watched. They do a good job of having animated images that show you how the letter works a little bit. And down here they have $200 in free bonuses. And what's interesting about these bonuses is they're not the typical bonuses that you would think of. So the first bonus is actually another sales letter, but they call it a report, but it's really another sales letter from another company after you buy. So after you buy, you're given this link that says check out this special video report, and even though it looks like it's a presentation, well, it is a presentation, it eventually leads you to get a subscription for a financial newsletter. So it's interesting how they frame it as a bonus and get you prepared for it, so it doesn't seem like it's a sales pitch. And free bonus #2, they say you'll get a free basic membership. I'm not really sure what the basic membership includes, because I never got anything for the basic membership. They just kind of tell you you're a basic member. But you'll see how that fits into the upsell coming up. Now, in order to check out, there's no checkout page. It's a pop-up form. So you do it right on the page. Very convenient. Now, once you check out, this is the first upsell that you're taken to. And as I mentioned before, they tell you that as a bonus, you're going to become a basic member, a new member. Well, now in the upsell, they can use that basic membership to frame the offer as if you're getting a special membership offer. So at the top they say one-time only offer for new members, because you're a member now. That's part of the bonus. And the upsell, as I mentioned earlier, is another more premium item though that you get for free. And again, they tell you the value, just like they did with the lighter. This one is $119. And just like they did with the lighter, they have demonstration videos. And you'll see that the first half of the sales letter is mostly all about the knife. And they have a lot more demonstration videos because, like I said, demonstration is the #1 best form of proof. So they have excellent examples of demonstration, a lot of good photos of the knife, talking about the features, about all the different ways that you can use it. After I watched the video, I was sold on the knife, whereas before I was just kind of looking at it as a knife. I guess I'm not a survival guy though, so it didn't appeal as much to me at first. But bottom line, it worked really well. So as we go down, you'll see that the second half now is about the membership. And they say, what's the catch of why am I getting this free knife? Well, it's because you have to become part of our association. And the association is called the Family Protection Association. And you see here the benefits are listed out. So there's a lot of different benefits. One of them is that you get to test free survival and tactical gear. And they say for free, but really you have to pay shipping just like you did for the lighter. But you get access to more expensive gear that you only have to pay shipping for. They have giveaways. You get a newsletter to your door. They have patches and certificates and awards. So you can move up in rank. There's some gamification. And they have a Facebook group. And you get a card in the mail. So it really feels like you belong to something official, even though it's all, created from scratch. And they have the Facebook group, but they don't meet up in person. This isn't like, an association where having big events or where you're going to see it on TV or anything. But there's a lot of power in having an association and building it up around and in a niche where nobody else really has an association. Okay, so that covers the first upsell. By the way, an interesting tidbit, they actually used to have the upsell offer as being a 14-day trial that's, I believe it was $19.95 after the 14 days where it renews. And now they have where it's just $17 a month, but you pay right up front. So I think that's kind of smart because, and also before you had to pay shipping for the knife, whereas now you don't pay shipping. I think there's a lot more straightforward. They probably get less complaints. It's just more honest up front because I'm sure a lot of people that got the knife before, they thought it was completely free, and then they realized they had to pay shipping, and then a lot of them probably looked over that there was a trial membership, and then they got pissed off that it renewed later on. So this is a lot more upfront and honest. Here's the second upsell. This sales page is a lot more straightforward, it's short, and it's all about what you're getting. So this is kind of like a bundle offer where they're throwing in a bunch of items that they probably gave away in the past, and they're giving you a discount on it. So it's about how much money you're saving. That's why they highlight 66% off. It's about how much gear you're getting. So that's why they show the product photo with all the different items you're getting and how there's 28 pieces and they list it out. And also, just like in the previous upsell, notice how they mention use your new member discount. So they're using that new member status to make the deal seem really exclusive. Here's the third upsell. This one I was a little disappointed with. It's extremely short. And for a $295 product, I thought that there was going to be a lot more copy or at least a video. But instead they have an animated image here that just flips back and forth between different images of what you're going to get. And yeah, the product images are very impressive where it shows you how much, how you're getting so much. But they just don't really describe or sell it as thoroughly as I think they could. However, if we look at the what they do have for the copy, it really goes for the jugular. You know, they say, what will they make your wife or daughters do for food and water in a real disaster? So it's very fear-based. They're painting this scenario of you're in a real disaster. Are you going to have food and water? No, well, maybe you should buy this. And that's about the only pitch there is. And they mention specific natural disasters that happened in the past few years: Katrina, Sandy, Harvey. Otherwise, it's similar to the last offer, and that you're bundling a bunch of stuff together and you're giving them a discount. And again, look how many times new members is mentioned. New FPA members only is right at the top. Then down here, your new member status. New members just 295. So they're really using that heavily. And here's the thank you page. Very simple. 2 steps. 1 is to join their private community, and 2 is to get access to the bonus report. And as I said, the bonus report is actually a presentation for another promotion. Okay, now let's click on it and you'll see what I mean. So this is an hour-long presentation that I'm surprised they have the buy button so soon, actually. If you click on join now, you'll see that this is to get a $79 per year newsletter, and I'm sure they upsell you after this. So they position the bonus, they position the bonus as a free report, but really you're led to this. A very interesting way of framing, but at the end of the day, if they're converting well on this, then they're basically adding to their average order value, even though it's not directly through Survival Life. Okay, so this is the second funnel we're going to take a look at. It's for the American Gun Association. Now, the American Gun Association was started 3 years after Survival Life in 2015, and I think what happened was Ryan Dice and the Survival Life team, they saw that there was a sub niche where some of these survival guys, they were also really into guns. And I think eventually they noticed that there was a segment and they branched off and they targeted just gun owners. Now, what is the number one item for them that is selling? Well, it's not like the survivalists where they're selling items like the match that they can use where they're out in the wilderness and they could use these items. Instead, what they actually promote to gun owners is t-shirts. Now, why t-shirts? Well, as you see here, it's about pride. So gun owners, if you think about it, they're a very tight-knit group, and because there's so much tension around gun rights and there's this possibility that they can get their gun rights taken away, well, they really band together, right? When an enemy's coming at you, the people in your group, the people that are going after, that are against that enemy, they're going to band together to try to, prevail. And so they love showing their gun pride. And what better way than to have a t-shirt that allows you to express that pride? And I love the structure of this ad. I love the approach where they straight up tell you, they straight up ask you, do you love guns? Do you love America? And then down here, you see the perfect shirt for gun-loving Americans. So this is a great template to use. Let's say you're selling shirts for your niche or for your business. You can just say, do you love, blank, whatever you're selling, and then perfect shirt for blank loving, people. Super straightforward. You're calling out your audience, and if you know anything about copywriting, you know that when you know your audience, calling them out right in the ad, right in the lead, right in the beginning is always usually a smart move. And here's another example of an ad that they're running with just a different image. Most of their ads all use the same copy, so you know it's working really well. Once you click on one of the ads, this is the type of page that you're taken to. See, there's a countdown timer here. Again, they're using a headline where they're putting the target audience right in the headline. Second Amendment supporters. Show your support. Like I said, it's all about showing support, showing your pride. And just like with Survival Life, with the fire starter that you get, they also include a 1-year basic membership. And the basic membership, even though they show you this card, you don't get a card. It's very intangible. But you get what they call 1-year complimentary membership to get free gear, even though really the free gear is you get offered, maybe you get emails with more offers, but you still have to pay shipping. It's not completely free. It's a little bit of a longer sales page than the fire starter. And you have the bonuses down here. And this is the same thing as the fire starter funnel, except you're getting access to a different kind of promotion. So maybe this promotion, and what I mean by a different kind of promotion, another financial offer from the same company as the one we saw before. So maybe this one is better for gun owners. But it's the same exact type of offer. And just like how in Survival Life the checkout was a pop-up form, it's the same exact thing for American Gun Association. Now here's the first upsell. Does that look familiar to you? Because that is the very same exact upsell with slightly different styling. The background is dark. Otherwise, it's the same exact copy, but it's for the American Gun Association. They actually even have, if we go down, the same photo of the association, of people in the association that they use for Family Protection Association, but they just put American Gun Association above it. So everything is the same, except you get the American Gun Owner newsletter, except the Family Protection, instead of the Family Protection newsletter, and you get access to the American Gun Association group. Otherwise, same exact pricing, $17 a month, and you get the same knife. The second upsell is also exactly the same. The second upsell is for a bundle discount offer. It tells you it's for new members only, just like the other one did. This one is just a little bit more pricey, maybe because you get more quality stuff, but otherwise same type of copy, same type of sales page. And lastly, you have the same exact thank you page as well, except this one takes you to the American Gun Association Facebook group, and the free bonus report is actually a PDF. So it's not a video, it's a PDF, and this is what it looks like. And it ends up being a sales letter. It's taking a little long to load, so I won't scroll all the way down, but it eventually takes you to a sales letter. Okay, so that covers this funnel. Let's go to the next one. So here is the third and final funnel, and this is most definitely the outlier of the group. We just took a look at a site for survivalists and gun owners, and now the third funnel that they're still running, even though it's kind of just coasting, they're not putting much into it, they're not really updating it. This is for the American Beauty Association. And the free plus shipping offer is for a free makeup brush. And it all starts on this site right here, Makeup Tutorials. Makeup Tutorials, they get a good amount of traffic. They get about 140,000 visits per month, which is pretty decent, especially because they're not running any advertising to this right now. They used to run a YouTube ad. They used to run this ad right here. Had a good amount of views. That was in 2015. They had some good demonstration in this video. You can see how they're comparing the brushes in terms of how many bristles it has and how well the makeup goes on. Okay, so if we go back to the blog, this is the only thing that they're directing you to away from the blog. It's the free plus shipping offer for the makeup brush. And there's also a pop-up, so this will come up eventually on the site, tell you to put your email address in, and this will also take you to this page right here. Just like with the fire starter and with the t-shirt, right away they mention the value. And I think this video is the same as the YouTube ad, but you can kind of tell that this site hasn't been updated in a while. Like the testimonial photos aren't there anymore. This isn't formatted correctly. But yet, technically, this is still running. If you go to the site, it still gets traffic. This is the offer that they're running. And I wanted to still show this to you to contrast with the other two, and to also show you what the similarities are and how they didn't really update this one, and they kept this funnel like how the other ones used to be. This is the checkout page. It's super basic because it's made from it's on the site mcssl.com, which is like a super basic shopping cart, and they just put this image at the top: the only makeup brush you'll ever need, and a reminder of the guarantee. The first upsell, their premium item, because remember with the other funnels, the first premium item was the knife, and in order to get the knife, it required you to get a membership. It required you to be a part of the association. So in this case, it's an 18-piece brush set, and you have to get a membership to the American Beauty Association. But as I mentioned earlier, what they used to do, what Survival Life and what American Gun Association used to do that they no longer do, is the 14-day free trial membership with a $19.95 per month fee for the American Beauty Association. And they're still running this here for American Beauty Association. Obviously, they haven't updated it. They have a few testimonials here. And the video is mostly what does the selling. The video is about 7 minutes long. It shows more demonstration of how the brushes work and how they're better than other brushes. So very simple. And also, they're billing you $9.95 for the shipping of the brushes, so you're not getting it 100% for free. This is different from the other two funnels in that it's actually more like a downsell. It says at the top, not ready to join our community? That's okay, you can still get the brush set. So they figure they're not interested in becoming a part of the association. Maybe we can still get some money from them just to buy the brush set. So they charge you $29.95 for the brush set. It's a good product image here. I like the before and afters that they show. And they break down all the different brushes they get. So I think there's a really solid sales page. Much better than the other one. But again, the other one, most of the selling is done in the video. Here's the second and final upsell. It's for a contour effects kit for $9.95 plus free shipping. So a little bit different in that it's not free plus $9.95 shipping. And what I really like about this sales page is how they talk about, like up here they say, you want to avoid becoming the next big hit on Pinterest makeup fails board. So they focus on how you can mess up contouring. And like I've actually seen this image before of Nicki Minaj here, where my girlfriend had shown me this, where the makeup artist just did a horrible job of blending the makeup in. So I thought that was kind of cool how they compared the two of, you don't want to be this person that everyone else is making fun of when you post your photo on, or someone else posts your photo on social media. And as a bonus, they also include a course to show you how to use your contour kit. And lastly, this is the thank you page. They actually give you a 20% off coupon to go to their store, but the store doesn't exist anymore. It was called the Scrumptious Store. I tried going to it, and it seems like it's down. So a smart idea, but clearly they're not paying that much attention to this funnel anymore. Okay, so that completes this funnel breakdown. Hope you got a lot out of it. As I hinted at earlier, my site is swipe.co, and if you've been liking my newsletter content, I think you're going to really enjoy the site. I reverse engineer successful sales pages, Facebook ads, print ads, all types of examples, and it is 100% free. I don't even ask for an opt-in. So go to swipe.co and enjoy that. I update the public archive every so often, but if you want full access to me and weekly updates about the latest funnels, copy breakdowns, my newest research, well, my Insiders membership is where I literally put all of my time. Russell's a member, a bunch of other funnel hackers are in there, and even though it's not open to the public, I'm letting Funnel U subscribers check it out for free. You just go to swipe.co/funnel hackers when you're ready, and there'll be a sign up form for a free 2-week trial. I have like 20 amazing funnel breakdowns in there already, and as one of my members put it, it's like NASA level funnel hacking that I do, where I go, I break down the webinar transcripts, entire email sequences, all their advertising, funnel metrics, everything. There's also a private Facebook group, a swipe file hotline where I do research and deliver custom inspiration for you, custom tools like one that reveals the ads or the ad stats of your Facebook competitors, and just a ton more value. So if that sounds good to you, I look forward to connecting with you personally. Otherwise, I will see you soon in another issue. Thanks so much.